Freetrade and Trading212 are the cheapest investing apps in the UK, but they've also got a less known side. There is much more than meet the eye, and in this video I'm gonna compare these two apps for you. It's Marco here, so let's get started. Now, I promised you some spicy content on these companies, and here is a taster. Trading212 has issued an amendment to share dealing services and came out in the last week. They have amended this section and they made very clear that they're gonna lend our shares. You see, we moved from securities financing transactions, so that's basically what the old definition was, and now we really talk about securities lending, securities being shares. Now, this is really important because Trading212 is lending shares to short sellers. They are people who actually get the shares and then short the market. I don't want to dive too deep into it, but basically are the bad guys, so people like hedge funds and big banks, and they will profit from the price of a stock going down. Now, I am totally against that, so that's something that could be negative for you as well. Freetrade, on the other hand, does not do any of that, so that's something that is obviously positive for Freetrade. And the next thing that I want to talk about is the welcome offer. Freetrade gives you a free share when you sign up using the link in the description below, and it gives you a free share that is worth between £3 and £200. And again, using the first link in the description below. And Trading212 does not accept new customers as of now, but I will be making a video update as soon as that happens so that you're always up to date. And I also spoken to Trading212 myself, and they told me that they will start the onboarding of new customers very soon. And it's also from a waiting list that it's already out, so get yourself on it because it's really worth it. Now, all this talking could be incredibly useless if these two apps were not safe. And there is one fail-safe, there is the financial conduct. This company insures up to £85,000 per eligible person. And to be covered by the scheme, the company, in this case Trading212 and Freetrade, need to be part of the scheme, obviously. And what I'm showing you right now is evidence that these two companies actually are covered. This is the FCA website, and as you can see, Trading212 UK Limited, they are registered and protected and all that. The same thing applies to Freetrade, and they again are registered with the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority. So it's the same thing between Trading212 and Freetrade. But both trading platforms are ultimately companies, and so they might go bust at any time. And when investment companies go bust, you won't be able to get your money back straight away. It will always take time, and it's basically a hassle. I've read a bunch of articles that said that you won't get your money back for months. And so I will be making video updates on the financial health of these companies so that you can invest with them and also sleep tight without any issues. And the next thing that I wanted to show you are the special features of these two apps. And so the first one is Trading212. This is the only trading platform that also got a desktop version like this one that I'm showing you. You would not be able to see it unless you have a profile, so I'm gonna just show it to you. This is my portfolio. As you can see, it's up quite a lot, and these are all my stocks. They are all here. And it also gives you quite decent tools if you want to analyze. So for example, you have all the technical analysis tools, and everything is for free. You don't pay anything for this kind of service, and again, it's only available with Trading212. And Freetrade, on the other hand, is only on an app. They don't have a desktop version yet. They are working on it, but so far they don't have it. And Trading212 has got another feature that is again not on Freetrade, called Auto Invest, and also Investing Pie. So as you can see, this is what it looks like more or less, but basically you pick a bunch of stocks and automatically the system invests your money into these stocks on a regular basis based on your demands. So for example, this pie is made of Facebook, Coca-Cola, Apple, and Google, and I think this one is Beyond Meat. And so what the system does, it automatically places orders and buys these companies on a regular basis, on a monthly, weekly, whenever you want it to be. And again, this is all free and included on Trading212. And we are now moving on to the juicier part of this video. We are looking at the investment varieties of these two trading platforms because they both give you a set of stocks, but they are different between the two apps. So starting from Trading212, there are more than 10,000 real stocks and ETFs on this app, and they're from all the exchanges that I can think of. The London Stock Exchange, obviously, but also obviously the American ones and some European stock exchanges. Now, Freetrade is quite different. They only have have 4,000 stocks. That's literally less than half of Trading 212. And not only that, guys, this is actually one of the things that I don't like of Freetrade, that not all the stocks are available on the free account. And so we're talking about Freetrade here and Freetrade Plus. Freetrade Plus being the one that is not free, and I'm gonna tell you everything about it in a moment. But basically, as you can see, Freetrade has got certain stocks, the vast majority I must say, but then Freetrade Plus has got some more stocks, probably the more niche ones that you might not even think of buying it, but yeah, they're not totally free, and it's $9.99 a month for Freetrade Plus. And so the question becomes, is Freetrade Plus worth it then? Well, let's have a look at what they give you with this account. Why go Plus? So first of all, they give you 3% interest on cash in Freetrade Plus. That is up to £4,000 a month. And to be honest, if you do the math, the interest of this £4,000 actually just cover the cost of Freetrade Plus. This 3% is enough to cover the $9.99 a month. So you might as well break even by doing this. So moving on, you obviously get access to more stocks and exclusive collections. That's what I told you a second ago. But what's really important is that they also give you limit orders and also stop losses and all things that in reality are already available on Trading 212 for free. On Freetrade, you need to pay for them, limit orders and stop loss and stuff like that. Now, in addition to that, you also get, and this is something that otherwise you'd have to pay, is an ISA, a Freetrade stock and share ISA, and that is included in the Plus membership. I will make a special video about ISA, but basically it's a tax wrapper that allows you to not pay taxes on all gains that you make investing in stocks, and that is up to £20,000 a year. Now, on Freetrade, the ISA is £3 a month if you don't buy the Plus. That's what I told you earlier as well. Whereas the ISA on Trading 212 is totally free so far, I must say, because Trading 212 has got the bad habit of introducing charges even to existing customers. That's something that I've done in the past, and again, I will make video updates so that you don't get caught out. Trading 212 has also got an account called CFD, and this one is, as the image says, is for trading with leverage, and it's something that I do not advise, and I'm gonna make a special video about it. But basically it's for short-term investments, and basically it's to trade using borrowed capital. That's it for this video, but I'm gonna go deeper into it in the future. And Freetrade has got a SIP. This is for pensions and for savings. It's basically again a $9.99 a month or $7 a month if you are Freetrade Plus member. This is again another thing that I'm gonna talk about in a separate video because it's about pension. It's quite complicated and I'm gonna make a separate video about it. Now let's talk about customer service. Trading 212 offers a chat that is allegedly 24/7. I actually got in touch with them, as I told you earlier, and they told me that they're gonna start the onboarding of new customers very soon. Freetrade, on the other hand, they just go by email. They have a chat, but it's now being almost abandoned. I don't understand why they don't use it, but basically they tell you, yeah, send an email to this email address that you see on the screen right now, and then we'll come back to you in 3 to 5 working days. So that's not ideal. But now let's move on to the part that everyone was waiting for, the fees. Now, Trading 212 is now charging 0.15% every time you buy and sell shares, and that's based on the exchange rate of the moment. So you would take the spot exchange rate of, for example, pound sterling versus dollars, and they charge you 0.15% on top of the exchange rate. That is both when you buy and sell stocks. And this charge that I'm telling you right now is something that I have introduced in the last few months. It wasn't there when I joined Trading 212, hence why it's very important for you to actually always be up to date on the news on Trading 212 and also Freetrade, because they can introduce charges at a moment's notice, and you will have your ISA with them, and you will have most of your savings with them invested in stocks and shares, and obviously you want to know what they're doing, if they're overcharging you and stuff like that. Freetrade, on the other hand, charges you 0.45%, the forex rate, on top of the forex rate, obviously, and that is both when you buy and sell shares. Now, the point being, Freetrade has been very upfront with their charges. The 0.5% is something that has been there since the very beginning. They haven't changed it. They're not planning to change it, but you never know. You always need to be up to date. And given the arguably changes that Trading 212 is constantly putting through the system, it's worth having an account on both apps. And so get yourself an account using the first link in the description below. For Freetrade, you get a free share value up to £200. The first video that you see on the screen right now is a full step-by-step guide on how to open a Freetrade account so that you don't get lost. And the second video that you see down here are the latest news on Freetrade so that we know everything about the financial health of this company. You know, it's a business and it might go bust anytime soon. Hit on the subscribe button to stay always up to date, and I'll see you next time.